Hello, everyone. It's a real honor to be here to welcome the next generation of HEC. And because we're gathered, all of us today, in this kind of great big family meeting, I'd love to just share a very, let's say, early memory I have. So, when I was a kid, I read a book, I forgot its title, so I'll try to just sum it up for you. It said that the world wasn't flat, but it also said that the world wasn't a sphere. It proposed that the world was a triangle, a kind of weird spaceship, in which you had three different characters in command. First, an artist, then a scientist, and then an entrepreneur. At the top of the triangle, or the spaceship, as you like, you had an artist who actually intuits all the futures that would come. Then you had the scientist that would say, this is possible, this is not. And then the entrepreneur would come and work with both of them to try and see what best future they could build together. The magic formula to explore and build further realities lied at their very intersection. Leonardo da Vinci found it. But after him, the world got so complex that we lost it. In a weird way, we asked everyone on board to park in a very little corner of the triangle and become specialists. No magic could happen anymore. And to tell you the truth, this fiction became my very mission. I just wanted to go and explore every corner of the triangle, to try and see everything, to try and meet with my friends a new magical formula to build. The problem is, I wasn't the best at anything. But the good thing is, I loved everything: art, math, philosophy, literature, poetry. And so, a lot of people told me, Alex, this is nice, this is fine, you love everything, but please choose. You cannot be everything at the same time. You'll just divide yourself and just please start with one little thing and just do this for your life. It's already good to do one thing, right? And honestly, I said, okay, but I lied. For several years, I had different business cards. I used my father's name when I was 18 to create an art gallery, which was Alexandre, Cadain. But I used my mother's name to do all other activities I wanted. So I was basically called Alejandro Calatrava Torres del Mar. And the truth is, I started a ton of projects. Most of them failed, obviously. But still, I kept this dream of, just wanting to live travel lives, at least 3 of them. But I couldn't find where to do this. Until one morning, exactly like this one, my little spaceship took me here, on HEC campus. Honestly, the GPS must have done something wrong, because it said Paris. But still, it looks like a garden of delights, right? So, in this very room, I actually met magicians. And one wizard, Eloïc Perrache, who just asked us one question for everybody. What's your dream? And everybody was like, whoa. It's the first time that we've been asking that. Like, what do I really want to do with my life? And then I came to meet you and tell, I have a real problem. My dream is to do everything, basically. And you said, okay, just do it. I was like, okay. And then I understood why it was possible at HEC to basically do everything. Meeting amazing professors, I got passionate with social business. And with 3 of my, basically, roommates, teammates, we decided to go on a world tour that HEC helped us to build with Planet d'Entrepreneurs and work in 10 different developing countries for more than a year, seeing how we could basically leverage what we learn in here for developing countries. Because I wanted to explore more about science and philosophy, I was in a double degree with École Normale Supérieure. And I wanted to do more about art and architecture, understanding the forms of the contemporary world we live in. So I did license and masters at La Sorbonne. And then I was very happy, we love this, obviously. So I came to see Eloic, and I was like, I'm done, right? He said, no, what's next? Okay, so if it doesn't exist, you have to build it, he said. And so with my friends, we decided to build La Campagne du Bureau des Arts, which sounds way better in French, right? Art. And each year we wanted the campus to turn into wall globe on canvas, in which all of the students could basically draw. It was a big dream, and we made it happen. Here, I feel that I met the greatest people from every corner of the triangle. We were an ever-growing family that gave me the confidence not to choose one life, but try and live the three at the same time. So when I graduated, I went to Los Angeles and worked on the Hyperloop project imagined by Elon Musk. But at the same time, I started a design project in architecture to imagine the first Martian houses that we might all use in 10 to 15 years. After that, I got engaged with the X Prize Foundation and IBM Watson to try and find, everywhere on Earth, amazing people, amazing teams that could leverage artificial intelligence to impact 1 billion lives for good by 2020. Today, I'm a rapporteur at the United Nations for the Artificial Intelligence for Good Commission. I teach at École Normale Supérieure, and I start my own lab to create a humanistic AI. But more importantly, today, you are entering the HEC spaceship, and you can imagine how much I envy you. But as you said, Peter, and also as basically Voltaire and I think Spider-Man's uncle said, with great power comes great responsibility. So please, don't get lost in a tiny corner of business. Explore. Get inspired with artists who imagine further than a 5-year Excel sheet, and better than Silicon Valley, who just want to build Facebook for cats and chatbots to fetch the cheapest beer. Basically, they might only dream for you of becoming cyborgs on Mars. We want better. Work with scientists, engineers, not only to bring the positive futures today, but to distribute it evenly in the world. Meet everyone, everywhere to build everything, fuel this spaceship with love, see that the world is a labyrinth with no wall, draw yourself solar wings. Prefer Da Vinci to Steve Jobs, not only to think different, but build beyond. Live 100 times not to hunt immortality, but dance eternity. And remember that those who change the world are the ones dreaming with open eyes. So I leave you to my only advice, which is choose everything. Thank you very much.